I just got done watching a early screening of F1 the movie. This is starring Brad Pitt and Damson Idris, which, Damson has been getting a lot of attention now. He's gotten a lot of new fans. This is the first time I think he is on the big screen. If I can, this is the first time he's making his big screen debut. A lot of people know him from Snowfall. Everybody knows Brad Pitt. And it's so crazy to think about this movie and how old Brad Pitt is. And we see a lot of these legacy actors, the Tom Cruises. Even though I feel like Brad Pitt is better than Tom Cruise. That's just my opinion. Been in much better movies as of late. That being said, I think you have to really thank the Gran Turismo movie. Not only that, but other movies like it, like the Ford versus Ferrari. But there's always been that kind of Formula One story that everybody wants to kind of tell. But I like the Gran Turismo movie. So going into this, I was like looking more forward to watching this movie because the story centers around Brad Pitt's character, Sonny. And he's kind of like this old, washed racer, He got into an accident, and that kind of made his life kind of spiral. And it's pretty much an underdog story, very similar to Gran Turismo. And then you have Damson's character, Joshua, where he's this rookie, and him and Sonny have a lot of similarities where Sonny sees a lot of himself, a younger version of himself, in Joshua. And Joshua is also trying to prove himself to his team. And I like how this all kind of comes about where, you have Javier Bardem's character, Ruben. He runs this Formula One team and stuff like that. And he goes to Sonny to recruit him. They used to be old friends. They used to be in the Formula One together, so it only made sense. But this movie really comes down to themes of just teamwork and putting egos aside. You know what I'm saying? Because, this movie is very long. I will say the runtime, you definitely are going to feel the runtime at times, and some things definitely feel repetitive or just sluggish, or could have just sped this up a little bit, or I don't know. Just a lot of things about this movie is very generic, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I think this has enough to keep you entertained for the most part, and I think Brad Pitt does a good job just playing this character that's just really reckless with his style of driving compared to somebody like Damson's character with Joshua. And also there's a character that goes by the name of Kate in this. I don't know the actress's name off the top of my head, but she plays a real pivotal role as, she's the one that has pretty much the most important role to play on the team, to be honest. The driver's just got to drive. I'm not saying that's easy or nothing, but she definitely had the biggest role to play in this. Like I said, if I had to point out some negatives, it's definitely like the runtime. It definitely feels like this movie is a little too long and it doesn't really know how to finish. You know what I'm saying? But I also just like the underdog story of this movie. It's a really straightforward, doesn't try to complicate things. Even though, like, I compare this to Gran Turismo once again, they definitely kind of get more into the technical stuff of F1 comparing the two movies. But like I said, this is a popcorn flick. I just don't know if it's going to be good enough to stand against what's coming next or what's coming up for the rest of the summer. You know what I'm saying? Because you got Jurassic World next week. Then you got Superman very soon around the corner. So I don't know what the box office, or if this is going to have legs, or if this is going to catch on. this opening weekend. Like, if this was going to have a big opening weekend, I have no idea. It'd be crazy to see Megan 2 beat this movie, but I don't know. I didn't really look into the box office numbers or anything. I don't really care, to be honest. But yeah, I enjoyed it for the most part. It doesn't do anything revolutionary or just different. It's just a cool popcorn flick. And also, one more negative, I feel like Damson's storyline in this was a little lackluster, in my opinion, compared to Brad Pitt. I know Brad is, the main guy here, but it's just, I don't know. To me, I feel like they could have done a little bit more with his story, but it is what it is. I still have fun with it. Let me know how you guys feel about it in the comments below. Till next time, I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.